Today I'm back in the shop. We're going to mix up some minerals for brood cows and heifers today. Minerals are one of the most important aspects of feeding cattle, especially when you're starting to try to calve and you are breeding cattle. Minerals is something they need. It's great for conception rate and for cleaning cattle at the end after they give birth. The better the mineral is, the healthier the cows will be, and the easier they will breed, and the easier they'll clean at the end. And we'll get into that after we start calving more. But it's one of the most important out of 4 or 5 things, and we'll keep moving into them. I mean, you get mineral, you get vaccines, food, of course, genetics, but them are one of the mineral is a very key part of cattle. So this is an old cement mixer I bought. Well, back up a little bit. I bought a little place in West Virginia 3 or 4 years ago, and I found this old cement mixer down there. It had an old gas motor on it, so you know me, gonna make a mineral mixer out of it. So I will take minerals. I buy a brood cow mineral, which is made specially for cows that are breeding. I mix about a half a bag of one. Put that in there. Come back and put in about a half a bag of the other. And I know you're asking, why do you use 2 different minerals? Because one mineral is higher in a lot of different minerals and vitamins, and the other brand of mineral is higher in different brands or different minerals and vitamins. So you use them both to try to get the best out of both worlds. So we'll put this in here. Then we just crank on her, turn her. This isn't science, it's just easier than dumping them in a tub and beating them around with a shovel. We mix this till I think it's mixed well enough. Okay, now it's mixed pretty well. I can turn this thing for about 4 or 5 minutes maybe. Yeah. I'm going to put about 3/4 of a bucket in here at a time. Fill them things up all the way. They get pretty heavy. I'm kind of getting a little fat and old in my old age. Here, a little bit there. And we'll go ahead and mix up the rest of this batch. But every company out there has their own mineral for different, like beef, dumping beef feed, dumping dairy cow feed. This is made for a free choice mineral for brood cows. This is to help cows breed when they're eating grass or hay. That's the shop we just came out of. Now we're just going to run out and dump some of this mineral, another salt block to one group of cattle out there. I keep just for them all year round out here. I just use these 55-gallon barrels I cut out. Works pretty good. I keep salting them all the time, and then we dump that mineral in here on top of it, and the cows just free choice whatever they want. Yeah, back here we just dumped the mineral for them cows right there, and that's one of my haystacks. And then I have feed pads put out in different areas for feeding cattle, and it works out pretty darn good. They'll stay up here till about the first week of March. Then all these cows will come up. There's 74, 75 brood cows in this lot here. They're all bred, starting to calve in the spring. And then I have another group in a different lot, another feed pad, and then we're all first calf heifers. And first calf heifers are heifers that were bred for the first time, and then these cows here have all had at least one calf, some 2, some 3, some 4 calves already. But I keep the cows separate from the heifers because the cows will push the heifers out a little bit more, and they're a little bit not quite as competitive for the food, so it works out better that way. So, but now we use them plastic tubs. I told you works pretty good for to put that mineral in that I dumped it in for the winter months, because there's no flies. And then when it gets to get fly season, I'll show you what other kind of minerals we use, something to help control flies. So every time they eat mineral, they're rubbing on a thing or a drip, and it puts stuff on their back and on their neck and their head to try to keep some of the flies off them. But we'll get into that when we get into the summer months. So, okay. Yeah, this here is my main buggy. I bought this, I don't know, I think it's a 17. We used to do all this stuff with four-wheelers, and this is the handiest thing they ever come out with, is a side-by-side. I don't really have a preference to what brand. We have one of these, we have a Yamaha also, and to me, I'm not out riding just to ride. We use them just about every day. In the summertime, we use them both every day, checking cows, pushing calves, moving cattle, moving bulls, whatever we got to do, fixing fence. But wintertime, they don't get used as much. This is about all I use. I check cows with them, haul mineral with them, build fence. But these are slick little machines. Beats the heck out of a darn four-wheeler trying to strap everything on the back side of it. So, but yeah, now we're just going to head back towards the shop. But I have about 160 acres all fenced in here. We got 6.5 miles of fences to maintain. We're always adding, splitting pastures. Sometimes we do it with a T-post and a couple strands of hot wire, depending if I'm thinking it's going to be real permanent or not. But around all the perimeter and all the main dividers of the pastures, so I use all 6 strands of high tensile, 3 hot and 3 cold. And we've got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 different haystack areas, hay piles.